Hello everyone, my name's Purity and today we're gonna be looking at and ranking all of the Call of Duty zombie maps. So for this video I would like to make a couple of statements right before we start. The first one being that I will only be ranking the maps that I know for sure. I played through their entirety just to make sure that I am giving all of them a good chance. And the second thing being that I stream every single day over at Twitch at 1 p.m. CDT time zone. If you guys want to check that out, that'd be greatly appreciated. The link to that will be on screen right now, as well as in the description. Drop me a follow if you can. Let's get right into the video. So as you can see right here, we have our handy dandy tier list all set up and ready to go. I will start all the way down from the World at War maps. After I let you guys see where they're at, I will let you guys know a little bit of my reasoning as to why I put them in their position. So let's start, shall we? First map we're gonna be looking at is Nacht. Boom. Nacht, for me, it is an S+ tier. For it to be the first map, it was executed perfectly. This was my first contact ever with zombies, and it was absolutely perfect. I loved it. I loved every single part of it. It was a really small map, however it was still a pretty good map. It was executed perfectly. Like I said, you had a good amount of room to like run around and train a couple of zombies, buy a couple of guns off the wall, the mystery box was there, etc, etc. For me, S+. Now moving over to Varrock. Yes, as you guys can see, we went from the very top to the very bottom very quick. Maybe I will get a little bit of spiciness in the comments for this, but the thing is, for me, Varrock was a really whack map, put it simply. The map kind of felt to me as if it was just not designed to be a zombies map. There was no way of really training in the map. Even camping was like really weird. The layout of the map was really weird. It was just, it didn't feel right. It did not feel like it was a map made for zombies. Moving on to our third map, it is Kino S. Now as you can see, I placed it on the C tier. This one you could run around a little bit more. There was already some dogs coming into play, so that was very cool. There was the traps. It was a very fun map to play. The way that the perks were random, in the sense that you didn't know what you were gonna get until you opened the door. Although it was really cool and it got some really cool things that added on to the gameplay, it just didn't really feel as good as some of the other maps. The Reese. This was the last map for World at War zombies. You could pack-a-punch your gun. That one was huge. You could run around a little bit more. The map was starting to be a little bit bigger, be a little bit more complex. You had to link the teleporters in order to open up the pack-a-puncher. I loved it. Hey, there's a reason why it got, recycled. So moving on to Black Ops 1, the first map we have is Kino S+ tier. The things that I loved about the giant, having the link thing to the pack-a-punch, a bigger map, like I said, a little bit more complex, having the crawler things that just kind of exploded and left some sort of mustard gas in the air. This is where people actually started to train and be a little bit more interactive in terms of how you want to get to higher rounds. This is where people started to, step it up a notch. And well, we got the Thunder Gun. The Thunder Gun was huge. I am kind of biased towards Kino because of the nostalgia. So maybe, if anything, I would put it down even to the S tier, or maybe in between. Something like that would be perfect for me. Moving on to 5. F tier. If there was a tier under F tier, this would be there. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the zombies community hate 5. I'm no exception. This map was pretty bad, and I mean, putting it in the same place as Varrock, it feels kind of wrong for me because, well, Varrock was one of the first maps. Nobody really likes 5. What can I say? Next up, Ascension. This one kind of the same as Kino. It could go in the A, could go in the B, adding in the monkeys. Although it was something really annoying, it really added to the gameplay of it. And of course, PhD flopper. Everybody loves it, okay? Everybody was asking for it in the next couple of games. We didn't really end up getting it, which was kind of unfortunate. The way you had to link the launch pads with the Pack-a-Punch in order to get access to it, they did an awesome job on this. Call of the Dead. Oh god, Call of the Dead. Maybe some of you guys disagree with me on this. All I'm really gonna say is, what the fuck was Gorge doing there? Like, dude, you would like freeze underwater. It kind of makes it more realistic, right? Yeah, but at the same time, you're playing zombies. The Gorge, just like huge dude running around trying to hit you with his like light. It was just kind of weird. And I would like even compare it to what I said with Varrock, that didn't really feel like a good zombies map. The gameplay, however, you know, the Easter egg kind of saved it a little bit, but it's still on the D for me. Shangrila. A couple of these maps get kind of hated on just for the simple fact that they're hard maps. Shangrila was pretty hard. This was one of the first maps that had an Easter egg that was hard at you. I still to this day kind of struggle with it here and there, and I think it's a really good map. Absolutely loved it. Now for Moon, our first map in the A section. For me, it's okay if it went up to the S or down to the A. Couple of people will tell you it's definitely lower. Couple of people will tell you it's even S+. For me, an A seems pretty good. The Easter egg blowing up Earth, it was really, really good. I feel like, if anything, for me, the only thing that they did wrong in terms of Moon was probably the big suited guy that came and took your stuff away. That was kind of a yikes. The pyramid, getting more involved into the story of the whole crew, Samantha and everything, her being stuck in the pyramid, it was just nuts. Pure nostalgia would tell me to put it on S+, like I said, because of the Easter egg, but keeping it real, I'ma put it on A. Now moving on to the Black Ops 2 section. First we got the one and only Transit. I don't really know what they were thinking with this one. It was an okay map. The Easter egg just kind of felt like you were just doing random shit for no reason. The wonder weapon was like super weird. The little like goblin things that would get on top of your head if you wanted to run, it was just really, really weird. I don't know. Trying really hard, I would put it barely on that C tier, but I don't know, it just doesn't cut it for me. I'll leave it on. Next one is Nuketown. This one kind of impressed me in the sense that it wasn't really intended to be part of the main story. Nuketown was just a map from multiplayer that just kind of recycled into zombies. But I feel like they did a really good job at it. It was really fun to play. Having to wait for Jog and Pack-a-Punch and everything to like drop in as you're playing. Not to mention all of the theories that were in the zombies community talking about, oh, this is linked to the main story this way, oh, and then the vault, oh, and then you can hear this, you can hear the buzz, all that stuff. It was pretty cool, so I'll put it on the B tier. Moving up to Die Rise. This one, I feel like most people would put it down here, maybe on D, maybe even lower than Transit. For me, I liked it quite a bit. This liquefier, it was crazy good. You know, the whole elevator thing, it was annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it added to the gameplay, and it was a huge map. Going with the theme, you know, Transit being like 5 different maps linked together. Die Rise was also really big. The elevators, jumping creatures, it was something else. It wasn't the best map, but I still really enjoyed it. Mob of the Dead. Now, this one, boys, some of you will say it's on S+, some of you will agree with me, and maybe some of you won't like it at all. This map was so good. The Blunder Gap, the whole story with Alcatraz and everything. I enjoyed this map so much. It had a jump scare, building the plane, getting the Blunder Gat, getting the Acid Gat. Everything was just so good. And then the fear you had while playing this map was absolutely insane. Having the Warden running at you, a big ass Brutus zombie, being like, what the heck is happening? This is one of the maps that just made you actually shit your pants. Not too many maps can do that, and this one pulled it off great. Moving on to Buried. The Easter egg is what made it go up in a lot of points for me. The whole chalk thing was really cool. Making the resonator, I think it was called. Although a lot of people would probably not put it as the same tier as Moon. I would. It was a really good map. Last one for Black Ops 2. This one, Origins. What can I say? Absolute masterpiece of a map. The map was beautiful. The way that they introduced the Panzer, the staffs, the whole Easter egg was just a masterpiece. It was beautiful, dude. It's still to this day the best map in my opinion. It got recycled on Black Ops 3. Gorgeous map. Also made you kind of like scared, kind of like with Mob of the Dead. It had that scare factor going in, but with the Panzer, I just absolutely love this map. What can I say? Moving on to Black Ops 3. The first map of Black Ops 3 we have, of course, Shadows of Evil. When the game first came out, I wasn't digging too much. The new crew kind of was like, I don't know if I like it or not. Ended up growing on me. It was pretty cool, and then how could you forget, of course, old Gen Richtofen. Next map, Der Eisendrache. Easy S tier, undebatable for me. Definitely not S+, and it's definitely not any lower than S. Having the old crew, killing Dempsey, the whole Easter egg. I'm a big guy on Easter eggs, if you couldn't tell already. Whenever I'm bored, I will just load up some Der Eisendrache, speedrun the Easter egg. Easy as that. Zetsubo no Shima, you had my hopes up. You really had my hopes up. The thing that saved you was probably just the Easter eggs cutscene. The Peepo sad, my guys. Peepo sad. To this day, I still do the Easter egg and be like, damn, it feels bad. It was a really annoying map, but the cutscene saved it. Now, Gorod Krovi. I feel like a lot of people did not like it for the simple fact that they were bad at it. It was a pretty difficult map, especially the Easter egg. Very tedious Easter egg, but it was a really cool map. Nikolai. Ooh, that Nikolai, dude. Just really good map. What can I say? Revelations. This one just will forever be in my heart. This is where I started the OG high round revelation attempts. It was an awesome map. Some people argue it was too easy. Maybe it was. 3 wonder weapons, the masks and everything. The way it added all of the story all up to this point, mashed it together. Hints of like basically every single other map, all the way down from Act all the way up to Revelations. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. This is where I started going for high rounds, and this is where I started really gaining a following. So hey, for anybody that remembers the Revelations high rounds, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know you've been here for that long. And well, boys, that's pretty much it for today. I only ranked the ones that I was really comfortable with. I knew what I was talking about. I did not rank the Black Ops 4 because, not gonna lie, I didn't really play that much. I played the first map, didn't really cut it for me. For all of these other maps, they will forever be in my heart. And if I had to pick my favorite map, I would probably say it's Origins or Revelations. Just one of those two. So let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments. Drop a like if you liked it. I do stream on Twitch every single day at 1 p.m. CDT. I stream loads and loads of Call of Duty Zombies, as well as other games such as Minecraft, Valorant. If you're watching this right now, chances are I am streaming over there at Twitch. Like I said, I stream every day. Link to that will be on screen right now, as well as in the description if you want to check that out. That's been pretty much it for today. Follow me, my lady. Just follow my lead. The higher grounds, way around if you believe.